Hello friends, welcome back to Ouroboros Tarot. So today's reading is a mini pick-a-card reading, all about what it is that your person would like to say to you right now during this period of no contact. So I have 3 piles to choose from today, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Go ahead and pause this video, take as much time as you need to find the energy that sits right with your energy, as well as with your person's energy, and I will see you in a minute. Hello pile 1. So today's pick-a-card reading is a mini pick-a-card reading for no contact situations. So we're going to look into what is it that your person would like to tell you right now. What messages do they have for you? As always with no contact readings, I'd like to offer a trigger warning just in case there's anything that you perhaps aren't ready to hear or don't want to hear. Perhaps come back when you're ready. I don't want to sugarcoat anything ever. I always want to tell the truth in a way that's tactful and compassionate. So let's go ahead and just get on into it, pile 1. So what does your person want to say to you? We have number 10, treading carefully. Guilt. And forgiveness. So pile 1, for a lot of you, I would say there's 2 different scenarios here. Either there was something that happened in which this person perhaps walked away because they felt as though they'd been wronged in some kind of way, and you've been trying to make it right, or tried to ask for forgiveness and they kind of shut you out. Or it's the other way around. Either way, this person would like to let you know that either they're very, very sorry, or they have forgiven you. They've released this need to place blame on you. They've released this need to hold a grudge. And I think for a lot of you, they probably weren't ever holding a grudge. It seems like they might be kind of pulling back or taking space for the sake of this connection, for the sake of saving this connection. If they have wronged you in any way, this person is very, very sorry. And from treading carefully here, I would also say that this person is really thinking things through, trying to come up with a plan currently, to figure out a way in which to make this right. It might seem like not a whole lot is going on right now on their end. It might seem like they are very inactive. However, they want you to know that this is further from the truth. This couldn't be further from the truth. It's just that they don't want to make an impulsive decision. They don't want to do something impulsively based on whatever it is that they're feeling. They don't want to try to do something that will just seem like a quick fix. They really want to approach this connection in a very mindful and in a very conscious manner. We also have the Hierophant, the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, Strength, the Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. Your person would like you to know that they're learning a lot from this situation, from this connection. And I think that they're also exploring different routes in life or journeys in life that perhaps they had never themselves considered or had always been opposed to, because they have come across this connection. They feel very inspired by you, and also I'm sensing a need to let you know that they see the compassion within you, and they're overwhelmed by it, but like not in a bad way. It's like they're in awe of you. They're in awe of the compassion that you have for others, and they're also aware of the influence that you hold over them. Whether or not they want that is a totally different story. but they're acknowledging here that they still feel your pull. They still feel very drawn to you. That has not gone away. And they desire, with the Chariot and the Knight of Swords here, they absolutely desire to come toward you. Oh my goodness. Joplin, I'm sure you can hear Joplin whining. That's just how she talks. She's more of a whiner than she is a barker. So I hope you don't think that she's just always sad. But with the Chariot and then the Knight of Swords, this person wants you to know that they do intend on coming back. They intend on they have a desire to move toward you, to take action. And it's not even like they're weighing their options. They know that they're going to. However, they're trying, with treading carefully here, they are trying to do this in a way in which it doesn't seem like it hasn't been thought out, or perhaps they haven't learned anything from this, or perhaps they haven't given you the space that you need. Everything that they're doing right now is with the hope that it will benefit this connection's future. The Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Cups, they want you to know that they feel a very, very strong sense of knowing in this connection. They feel a very strong sense of knowing that you two will come back into union. They feel very much so like this is their destiny, or like this is a connection that would truly make them happy if the both of you can grow from the past and evolve together. There's a lot here indicative of evolving and moving on and moving forward together, letting go of past grudges, or allowing both of you the freedom that you need in order to truly love. And then finally, pile, my goodness, Lily, that was she just jumped from a very high spot, and it was a really big thump. Okay, girl, there's open flames here, so let's be careful, okay? So for these two cards here are representative of what their next action is. This isn't indicative of like what is their what's going to happen. It's just what's the nearest course of action that they're going to take in the nearest future, I guess. And we have meditate and power. So pile one, what I will say about this is that your person is not planning on moving this connection forward or coming back into contact with you until they are absolutely certain that it is the right moment in which to do so. They are very much currently in a state of kind of trying to surrender, trying to accept things as they are and know what the best course of action is, and they do not want to make a choice that would take them out of their power. They really want to remain in kind of an energy of somebody who has a plan. It kind of reminds me of Emperor energy. But yeah, pile one, that's what I'm seeing for you guys today. If this resonated, I would love to hear about how it did in the comment section down below. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so in my Etsy shop. I have mini readings such as this one available for purchase, as well as lots of other different types of readings to choose from. So if you're interested, you can click on the link down below. Thank you so much, Pile 1, for watching, and I hope that I'll have the chance to read for you in another video soon. Bye! Hi Pile 2. So today's reading is a pick a card mini reading for no contact situations. We are going to look into what it is that your person wants to say to you. And as always with no contact readings, I'm offering a trigger warning ahead of time. If there's anything that you're not ready to hear or you don't want to hear, perhaps come back at a time in which feels right to you. I'm never going to lie about what I'm seeing, but I will always try to be honest and truthful while also having tact and compassion. So with that being said, Pile 2, let's go ahead and look into what it is that your person wants to say to you. So to start, we have number 24, returning. We have gratitude, and we have pride. Okay, so first things first, pile 2, your person would like to let you know that they don't think that it's over. They don't think that this connection is over, and they have every intention of coming back to this connection. They have every intention of coming toward this connection. With pride here and with gratitude, I'm sensing that this person has discovered or is feeling as though you are leveling up, you are glowing up. It seems like they're seeing you in a way in which they had not in the past. It also seems as though they're looking at themselves and seeing where they fell short in this connection. With pride here, I get the sense that they're kind of kicking themselves for not seeing what was in front of them and letting their ego kind of be in the way of that. But the biggest thing that I'm getting here is that they are seeing you shine, and they don't want to be left behind, and they intend on returning. We also have the 2 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the 3 of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. So the first thing I would say with this 3 of Cups and then with both of these queens is that for some of you, and this will only be true if you already know this and it's out in the open, for some of you, there was a third-party situation going on in this connection. And it seems as though this person is acknowledging that their ego got in the way, and they could have potentially, if this is resonating with you, destroyed something that was really worthwhile. It seems to me like this Queen of Pentacles is another person with the 3 of Cups right underneath it, and they're viewing you currently as this Queen of Wands, as somebody who is completely in their power, who's had this glow up, and they're feeling very curious about you, and they want you to know this. They want you to know that you're heavy on their mind, and they can't stop thinking about you. And they're also really, really worried that they could have blown it. Like they could have really really taken you for granted is what I'm kind of getting with this 2 of Cups and the 9 of Swords. This is something that is really, really concerning to them. The fact that this separation could be permanent, and the fact that they are the ones that are going to have to make this right. Honestly, I think the message is so strong here. I think for the majority of you, there was some type of third-party situation. It might not necessarily be like an actual person with this Queen of Pentacles here. Pentacles can represent career and money and earthly matters as well. So this could have been them choosing their work over you, or choosing something of the earthly realm over this connection. And they're kind of at a realization, and they want you to know that they realize that they chose wrong. In terms of how what their nearest or their soonest action toward you is going to be. So keep in mind that these cards here are not representative of what the overall outcome of your connection is going to be. I pulled these cards asking what is the next action that this person is going to take toward pile 2. So this could change within, an hour. If they end up taking this action toward you in an hour, then obviously more is to come that's not showing up in these cards. But we have karmic path and good fortune. So pile 2. With good fortune here and with karmic path, it seems like they are still currently working through whatever it was that this Queen of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups was. It seems like they're still kind of like bound to that decision, and they're still currently working through that. I don't see anything in which they are freeing themselves completely from it and coming straight to you immediately. They do plan on doing this, but I feel like there are more lessons that need to be had before they realize they can, like before they step into their power, perhaps. With karmic path here, it just seems like, for me, the karmic path has to do with lessons not being learned or history repeating itself. So I think that what's currently happening, this person is stuck in that cycle, and it's going to take them a little while to be able to come out of it. They're waking up to their own self-limiting beliefs. They're waking up to that. They're becoming aware of it, but they have not broken out of that yet. But pile 2, this is what I'm seeing for you today. If this resonated, I would love to hear about how it did in the comment section down below. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so in my Etsy shop. I'm offering mini readings again. They're back in stock. So if you're interested in booking one of those, please feel free to check it out. Thank you so much, Pile 2, for watching this video, and I hope that I'll have the chance to read for you again soon. Bye! Hello, Pile 3. So today's reading is a pick a card mini reading for no contact situations. And essentially what we're looking at is, what is it that this person wants to say to you? What messages do they have for you? As always, with no contact readings especially, I'd like to offer a trigger warning just ahead of time. If there's anything that you're not wanting to hear or you're not ready to hear, perhaps come back to this video at a time in which you are ready to hear whatever it is that's actually going on. And also always remember that energy is always changing, and we always have the ability to shift what's going on around us. Yeah, I'm with that being said, let's go ahead and just get right on into it. So we have for you guys today, number 4, youthful folly, purpose, and imagination. Okay, pile 3. So what I will say right off the bat is that this person is looking back, and they want you to know that they're looking back at this connection without any like blame. I think if they were at fault, they're looking at themselves currently in the sense of kind of like having compassion or understanding that where they were at isn't where they're at now, if that makes sense. With youthful folly here, there's an energy of recognizing that there are certain things that we all go through in our youth, and mistakes is definitely something that happens a lot when we are young. And I think that for a lot of you, this could be a connection in which you met when you were very young, or perhaps you are young now. And they're feeling that. I think they're viewing this connection currently as a connection that was perhaps a little immature, or ended because of immaturity. And with imagination and purpose here, this person is really trying to grow, is really trying to expand. And they want you to know that. And they also envision this for you as well. They envision you finding your purpose and your own expansion as well. This person is dreaming really big about the future currently. We also have the 6 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the Page of Wands, the King of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Hierophant. Okay. So, pile 3, I would say that this person wants to let you know that they truly care a lot for you and feel very, very connected to you with the 6 of Cups, which can often indicate soulmates, but it also... So soulmates is one thing, and I pick up on soulmates a lot with the 6 of Cups. It's one of my favorite cards, if not my most favorite card in the tarot deck. However, the 6 of Cups is also about childhood memories, childhood friends, and this again is giving me the energy of somebody who is looking back on this like as somebody who's grown and is now looking at themselves or that connection, for the children or the younger versions of yourself that you were, or the more immature versions, or the more naive versions, however it resonates for you. And they see this connection as something that really was meant to be. There was purpose behind this connection. And at the time, when this separation happened, or while this separation is occurring, if it's currently something that is pretty fresh, it might seem to them as well as to you as though it doesn't make sense. It's just kind of painful, as separations often tend to be. But they're finding purpose as they go along, as they kind of like lick their wounds or try to heal from this. They're finding purpose, and they want you to know that there's an immense amount of gratitude. I'm kind of getting the energy of somebody who's walking down the street and like suddenly stops and is just kind of awake to the miracle of the fact that if X, Y, and Z hadn't happened, in this very moment, they would not be living this beautiful life that they're living. There's just like an understanding here of how beautiful this connection was. And they look back at it very fondly, and they want you to know that. But there is an element here of like recognizing that they also feel as though this connection is holding the both of you back. Like, and I think that's part of what this youthful folly is recognizing that love is meant to be freeing and to be expansive. And at times it's the most freeing thing you can do is to allow people the space to grow. And with the Three of Cups here and the Queen of Swords, it feels like they're kind of at war with themselves right now over their own emotional feelings about this, and wanting to be logical and wanting to kind of like walk a middle path of logic and emotion. And with the Page of Wands here, this is all about expansion, about exploring your horizons. And what this is telling me is that this person wants you to know that right now, that's what their number one priority is. And I'm not talking in the sense of wanting to explore their horizons in terms of hooking up with lots of people or anything like that. Although that could be something if that's, something that you've discussed. But really what I'm sensing with this Hierophant here is that what they're trying to explore, what they are desiring right now, is to explore perhaps certain pathways that they have found interest in or curiosity in which society has kind of hushed it in the past. And I think they're at a point now, what they're showing me is that they're at a point now in which they really want to listen to what it is that their soul is calling them to do, rather than what it is that society says they should do. And they want you to know that that's what they're focusing on right now. And while the separation is something that is painful for them at times, it seems to me like they're either viewing you as somebody who let them go in a state of pure, unconditional, high vibrational love, or they're seeing you as somebody who is worthy of being able to explore your heart's desires too. And perhaps right now, in this very moment, union is not what's written in the stars for this current moment. And that's obviously not to say that that won't be the case in the future, especially with the Six of Cups here. And like I was saying in the beginning, there's always the option for things to shift. And the Six of Cups is about returns. And I think that this person is viewing you as somebody that they're very much connected to on a soul level. but they feel as though they would be doing you a disservice as well as be doing them a disservice by not stepping back from this connection at the current moment. So these cards here, pile 3, represent what it is that what their next course of action is going to be toward you. And of course, this is not what the outcome of your connection is. This is just what the next action they're going to take toward you is, just what's showing up energetically. And we have stormy and new life. So I would say that for a lot of you, this person might honestly have like some sort of dramatic expression of some kind, perhaps on social media, or there's just like an emotional outburst, kind of like an act of mourning. There's just a period of rockiness here that I'm seeing that's going to be expressed. But even in this person feeling these like icky feelings, they still are going to continue toward this new exploration with new life here. But that's what I'm seeing, pile 3, for the current energies. And please keep in mind that this is always changing. And if it didn't resonate, that's okay too. This might not be your pile. But thank you so much, pile 3, for giving me the chance to read for you today. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I'm offering mini readings like these in my Etsy shop, as well as lots of other different types of readings. So please feel free to check those out. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!